Today we talk about the negative impact of social media on international relations. The internet has become a key element in the development of modern international relations. This digital technology facilitates communication between nations, accelerates the exchange of information and opens opportunity of cross-border collaborations. However, behind all this benefit, the internet also poses significant negative impact on global stability. The spread of false information, cyber attack, and leaks of sensitive data has become real threats that can undermine trust among nations, jeopardize national security, and trigger international tensions. Therefore, in this presentation, we will focus on how the internet can erode trust, security, and stability among states, as well as examine real-world cases that have shaped global relations.
The spread of information and propaganda. The internet has significantly transformed international relations, but it also introduced seriously challenge, particularly in the form of disinformation and propaganda. Then issues have undermined diplomatic efforts, fueled conflicts, and disturbed public perception of global events. 1. Disinformation as a tool for political manipulation is a state-sponsored disinformation. Government and political actors use false narratives to manipulate public opinion and influence foreign policy decisions, erosion of trust in institutions, the spread of fake news weaks, trust in international organizations, making diplomatic negotiations more difficult. Cyber warfare and information manipulation, countries engage in digital propaganda campaigns to destabilize rivals and shape global narratives. 2. Propaganda and its role in international political conflicts. Polarization and social division, online propaganda exacerbates ideological divides, making international cooperation more challenging. Election efforts, foreign entities use misinformation to influence elections, affecting diplomatic relations and national security.
I'm gonna talk about cyber attacks between nations. Interstate cyber attacks refer to actions carried out by one country against the digital infrastructure of another, such as government systems, military networks, or critical corporations, using cyber technology for purposes like espionage, sabotage, and intimidation. Why does this interrupt international relations? First, violation of national sovereignty. These attacks are considered serious breaches of national right and integrity. Second one, triggers diplomatic tension. The targeted country may respond with sanctions, reduces cooperation, or even retaliation. Another one is may lead to open conflict. If concrete evidence is found, cyber attacks can escalate into broader geopolitical disputes. And the last one is hinders international cooperation in cybersecurity. Ongoing suspicion and lack of trust make collaboration difficult. And we're gonna talk about the real example is the Stuxnet in 2011. This is a sophisticated computer worm named Stuxnet was discovered in 2010. It was specifically designed to sabotage centrifuges at Iran's nuclear facilities. And the response who's responsible for this is America and Israel. The impact for this matter is Iran's uranium enrichment system were severely damaged without immediate detection, and Iran blamed the US and Israel, heightening diplomatic tension. And the last one is it became the first known instance of cyber weapon physically destroying another nation's infrastructure. Thank you.
Next is type of commonly linked information. First is diplomatic
documents, military data, intelligence information, and the last is official personal data like emails, record conversations, and financial documents. So, what is the impacts of information leaks? First is damage to diplomatic relation. Second is threat to national security. Third is domestic political disruption, and the last is empowerment of radical groups. Like for the example is Edward Snowden in 2013, Panama Papers in 2016, and Vault 7 in 2017. So these three cases about are examples of data leaks or whistleblowing that revealed my super surveillance practice, um, privacy violations, and abuse of power by institutions or um, influential individuals. And how to preventions measure. First is encrypts sensitive documents. Second is provide cybersecurity training for staff. Third is restrict access based on roles and necessity. Um, Fourth is conduct regular digital monitoring and audits, and the last is implement data leaks direct detection system.
Social media exacerbates global polarization through algorithms that tend to amplify extreme narrative, creating opposing political camps as seen in Israel-Palestinian conflicts, which divide public opinion in the digital realm. These algorithms foster echo chambers where users are only exposed to content aligning with their views, making it difficult to understand alternative perspective. Sensational or emotionally charged content, including disinformation and propaganda, is often prioritized due to high engagement, deepening division, and overshadowing moderate voice. In the Israel-Palestinian conflict, social media become a battleground for narrative control, with both sides frequently leveraging platforms, sometimes with the aid of bots or coordinate accounts, to influence public opinion. As a result, complex issues are oversimplified, hindering constructive multilateral dialogues.
Interference with traditional diplomacy. The rise of internet-based diplomacy such as Twitter diplomacy has significantly disrupted traditional diplomatic practice. Unlike conventional diplomacy, which involves careful deliberation and official channels, digital platforms often promote impulsive and unfiltered communication. Statements made online by big person or oversight and lack the nuances necessary for sensitive international relations. This shift poses a real risk of escalating conflict and misunderstanding. Public image, made with strategies for guilt, can influence intent between nations, especially when context and diplomatic subtlety are absent. The informal and immediate nature of an online platform may amplify conflict rather than anchor the resolution. A notable example occurred in 24 hours, when U.S. President Donald Trump used Twitter to issue directives toward North Korea. He referred to Kim Jong-un, little rocket man, and warned of fire and fury, prompting North Korea to respond with similarly aggressive rhetoric. This exchange rapidly heightened military tension on the Korean peninsula and demonstrated how bypassing traditional diplomatic protocol through digital communication can destabilize international relations.
Hello everyone, my name is Ajusura Parisanavari and my student number is 43. I'm gonna talk about digital divide and unequal access. Although the internet has opened new pathways for international communication and collaboration, not all countries or communities have equal access to digital technology. This disparity creates a significant gap between developed and developing countries in terms of global influence, diplomatic participation, and the ability to protect national interests in the digital sphere. Countries with strong digital infrastructure are able to engage more actively in global forums and online diplomacy, while those with limited access are often left behind or marginalized in key international decision-making processes. The lack of digital access also makes it difficult for under-resourced nations to keep up with global developments such as cybersecurity, climate negotiations, and digital trade. This inequality also opens the door for exploitation, where technologically advanced nations can dominate or influence less developed countries, economically, politically, or through control of data information systems. A real-world example can be seen in sub-Saharan Africa, where many nations still struggle with limited internet infrastructure, high costs, and low digital literacy. As a result, their voices are often underrepresented in global platforms like G20 or the United Nations, which deepens existing international inequality. In a sense, the digital divide is not this technological issue but a matter of global justice. If not addressed, it will continue to widen the gap in international relations and hinder inclusive global cooperation. Ensuring fair access to digital resources is essential for balanced and meaningful diplomacy in the modern era.